And one of the most famous objects in the Civil War collection here, this draft wheel that was ready for use on the east side of Manhattan in July 1863. The Union has won the Battle of Gettysburg. The Conscription Act is taking effect. And of course, we know what happened. The New York City draft riots began raging. And many draft offices were destroyed, gutted, burned. And yet this draft wheel was preserved, not only intact, it's got all the draft cards inside.
They literally turned the thing.
They
and
turn
then
the wheel with
pulled
that
out.
big crank, and there's the top. Well,
Yeah.
there's the top. And the top comes off, and someone reaches in and pulls out a name.
It's
And
sort of
they're-
like the lottery on TV, right? They do that. They spin around, someone
Yeah,
pulls out the thing.
with a slightly different
little
outcome.
different outcome, right?
But this is a big relic, and of course, you know, it's an astonishing thing that it survived
Yeah,
all these
it's
years.
amazing. And of course, Harold said, we all know the riot, decimated parts of New York, and the next item is a symbol of one of the targets of the riot.
One of the most extraordinary things that, I mean, I'm sure scholars knew this about the collection, but the collection has all of the records of the Colored Orphans Asylum, which was, of course, burned to the ground by the rioters. It stood just north of where the Fifth Avenue Library is, and there were children, a couple of hundred children from infancy to young teens. People went in, they took the mattresses off the beds and set fire to them. And the ministers were afraid to take the kids out because the mob was outside saying, kill them, kill them, kill them. And he said, children, I'm going to hold the Bible. Follow me and God will watch over us. And this is the Bible, charred by the flickering flames, I'm convinced, of the Colored Orphans Asylum. By the way, beautiful, beautiful facility from all the descriptions I read, with verdant gardens and squares, and you know, the kids were on the third floor where there was air, and the dining facility, schoolrooms. And this is a relic from, and by the way, those children walked out. They were unharmed because the bullies did not, even they did not have the gall to attack these kids, and there were some people who spoke up for them. They simply walked downtown, and we know that the rioters were largely Irish-American. An Irish-American young man said, the police precinct is that way. And they went into the police precinct, were there overnight, and then were shipped to what is now Roosevelt Island and saved.
Right.